Today we're going to explore some of the tools on our testing system. What I have up right now is a reading test, and so we're going to explore the tools that are available to you on the reading test. One of the tools that are available from the toolbar right up here is the dictionary. On the dictionary, you simply type in your word, click enter or dictionary, whichever one is easier for you, and it will bring up the definitions for you. Now, if I'm not sure how to spell a word, it's going to tell me, that word is not here, but here are some words that are close to that word. Did you mean one of those? So you have to be at least fairly close to be able to get to your word. And then it will give you different choices. Okay. The next thing that we have is we have a notepad. On the notepad, this is where you're going to type your notes. You can put reminders in here. I before E except after C. Okay, you can put in always be positive. You can put in notes about the test. You can put in notes about reminders. You can put in your notes because this is a notepad. The notepad stays with you throughout the entire test and you can access it through any question. One of the tools that's my absolute favorite is the line reader. When I use the line reader, I can highlight the line in which I'm reading to be able to keep me focused, to be able to keep me in place with where I'm reading. The other thing that I can use the highlighter for is when I'm looking at the question, what is the most likely reason that the author wrote this article? I go back to my story and I see, oh, this is why he wrote it. So I can leave it there. I can highlight it, leave my line reader there. And now as I'm coming back and checking my questions, I have that reference point for where I thought that came from. Okay, I can zoom in and that makes my print larger. So if I want it larger, I can zoom in or I can zoom out to be able to make my print the size that I need. Okay. When I come over here, I see that I have some more options. I have these arrows right here. This arrow closes out the question so that I can see more of the story on one screen. This brings it back and puts them side by side. Okay. This is my highlight selection. And so in order to highlight, I am going to first have to tell it what I want to highlight. Once I tell it what I want to highlight, then I come up here and I say I want that in yellow. And then I think, oh, well, this is interesting and I'm going to need this later on. Again, my highlight selection. And I can highlight in different colors to remind me of different things throughout the story, throughout the reading selection. Okay? And then if I come over here, I see that I have additional tools. And here, these tools I have marked for review. Okay, so that means I want to come back to this question. And you see right here, it has a little flag that says mark for review. You see up here how it kind of dog-eared the question. And so that reminds me as I'm looking at the questions that I have it marked for review because I want to come back. You see how here I already did that for question number 4. All right, I have sticky notes. Now remember I had the notepad and I used the notepad to put notes in there that I want to use throughout the test. The sticky notes is if I'm reading a book and I pick up a sticky note, that sticky note only stays with that page. And so I can make notes about this. Okay, and I can save it. Now that sticky note is only right here with this question. So you see right here, that says that I have notes for this question. Okay. And then I have something called a strike through. So I can use the strike through and I can say, I know that answer is definitely not correct. So I want to get that out of my thought process. I know that one is definitely not correct. I want to get that out of my thought process. And so now when I'm reviewing my answer choices, I see that I'm down to 2 that I need to think about because I already easily eliminated the other ones. All right, I can go to the next question. And here, this question is a short response, a short constructed response. And this tells me that I have 475 characters, so I can type. And you see right down here, that says that I have used 31 of my 475 characters. So that's important because that helps me kind of wrap up my thoughts that I'm almost to the end of my allowable space. Okay, so those are some of the things that you can do with the reading test.